Hey everybody, it's Metalwargod, and I am back with another edition of Video Mail Update. And of course, I am from Metal Uprising on SonicAsylumRadio.com. And anyway, so I've been getting a lot of stuff over the last month or so. Quite a bit of stuff on vinyl, a few CDs, but today I got a mix of CDs and vinyl. So let's get to it right away. And of course, this comes from Stormspell Records, and this is CDs playing in the background. War Curse. They'll be interviewed tomorrow night on Metal Uprising, so tune in at 8:30 p.m. Central if you want to hear the band and interview what they're all about. War Curse is out of Cincinnati, Ohio, and anyway, let's see what we got here. Oh yes, we got 4 CDs, of course, and packing slip. So anyway, what do we have? 4 CDs. First up, Stormspell Records Band, Divine Weep, and this is Tears of the Ages. Killer band. Let's see, what are they? They're Euro melodic power metal. And let's see, what do they got? They got 8 songs on this, 10 songs with bonus tracks. So here is Divine Weep. Up next, some Leather Heart with Comeback. And they got 10 tracks. This is melodic heavy metal from Spain. Very cool. And so we'll be checking this out here. Up next, we have Damien. And this is actually a limited edition. I got number 42 of 500. This is kind of this is a demo and an anthology set. And so very cool. A lot of this stuff goes back into the 80s, and so here's Damien. Last on CDs, a band called Grave Cross, and this is Nothing But the Night, Grave Cross. This is actually not a limited edition. This is an EP, 4 songs. And this is Arcane Heavy Metal Worship. So, that leaves us the CDs. Now, we got some vinyl here. And of course, this comes from Daryl Farmer. And let's see what we got here. Like I say, sometimes they do an excellent job of packing stuff for you. So I'm very happy about that. And yeah, this is really good album, War Curse. You got to check it out. It's got 6 tracks. Go over to their site, band out of Cincinnati, Ohio, like I said. So very, very good stuff here. So let's see what we got. You know, like again, I've ordered a lot of stuff, and not always sure what comes in on any given time. So this is what makes the fun part about it, is kind of guessing. And let's see here, of course we got the inserts, and again, very well packaged. Can't complain about that. Okay. Alright. And it gives me, this is a lot of 3 April Wine LPs. 75 to 77, and very cool. Always happy. First up, April Wine, First Glance, and this is actually probably one of the first ones I've heard. This came out in 1978. And of course, back in them days, $3.99. still in the sleeve. Wow, very good album. And a lot of these I had at one time, of course. And like a dumbass, I sold my collection off. And so I wasn't real happy about it, but you know, stuff happens. This one I'm not going to show, but anyway, it's this one here. Harder, Faster again. From 79 on Capitol Records. And another April Wine, Stand Back. And they're a 4-piece. And let's see here. This is kind of very, their 70s material was very, very hard and heavy. I thought, you know, as it progressed into the 80s, you know, they got more commercial poppy sounding. And I mean, they still had some great songs and stuff, but it wasn't like the 70s material that April Wine put out. In my opinion, it was the best era of April Wine, of course, out of Canada. And this is on Big Tree Records, division of Atlantic. This come out in 1975, like I said. So very happy to get this. And adds to my collection. You know, in fact, they are still around today doing it, but they're more bluesy in nature, bluesy hard rock. Miles Goodwin, I believe, is the only remaining. The drummer, I believe. I think Jerry Mercer is still in the band too. So anyway, April Wine, lot of 3. And we got another one here. Comes from Jason Granada from Highland, Illinois. And let's see what we got here. Yes. Another April Wine. Walking Through Fire. Again, this one is from 1985. An 80s release, you know. But, you know, if you're an April Wine fan, I mean, great albums in great condition. Can't beat it. So, I'm very happy with the purchases I'm getting here. And, you know, filling up my early April Wine collection. And so, I mean, you can't beat it on eBay. Let's see here. This is the cover here. Walk Through Fire. 1985. Of course, this has, let's see, who is it on here? Anyway, it doesn't really say it. Miles Goodwin, of course, vocals. But anyway, from 1985, April Wine, Walking Through Fire. So anyway, good stuff here. And I got one more left here. And that should be it for the day. I usually try to wait till when the mail comes to have a few releases to actually show you. So, you know, going through one album or one open box, whatever, is kind of, I don't know. I just like to do a few, you know. Yeah. So this is, I know this is from Shadow Kingdom. Again, I order a lot from Shadow Kingdom Records. Predominantly vinyl. So I really like what they have. Again, very, very well packaged. And then you're not going to worry about damage. Damaged vinyl, of course. Bubble wrap. Tape to the box, in the box. I don't usually save the bubble wrap, but because I do have a lot, I have a roll of it myself, so I just kind of get rid of it. Well, let's see what we got here. Well, again, oh yeah, very cool Hell's Headbanger. Part3.com over there. And I got a, let's see here. There it is. I got a 7-inch from the band called Hittin'. And this on side A it has Don't Be Late, and side B has Red Lights, Shout and Cry. Very cool 7-inch. Red. Not the good traditional 7-inch, you know, of course, you know, back in the old days. You had a bigger slot in here. But nonetheless, let's see here, what else does it come with? Liner notes. Picture of the band. This come out last year, I believe. Yes, this is actually released on High Roller Records. Very well known. He released a lot of stuff that is been re-released, and so anyway, that's the 7-inch Hittin'. Now let's get into the 12-inch here, and God, I love these. Band called Speed Trap. Limited red vinyl. Straight Shooter is the album, and pretty much speed metal here. Come out in let's see, what did this come out in? I believe this one was 2015 as well. Liner notes. Very cool stuff. This is kind of a glossy cover, and of course, like I said, this is a limited edition red vinyl. I love colored vinyl, always have. I can remember my first colored vinyl I ever got. It was from, let's see here, a band called Jay Giles Band from back in I believe it was 1973, and their classic album, Bloodshot. That was the first album that I ever had and knew of that was on colored vinyl. Of course, this comes with 5-gram outer liners. I love the 5 mil outer liners. Very good stuff. And let's see here, we got another one here. And this is the Rods. Vengeance. Vengeance, yes. I was waiting for this one to come for a while. Glad I got it. And of course, liner notes. David Rock Feinstein. Of course, that was Dio's cousin. So let's see, what else do we get in here? I know there's something else there. Okay. This is also released on High Roller Records. And this one is in kind of a orange or a red, yellow splatter vinyl on one side, and on the other side red with yellow splatter vinyl. And you ever seen a process they go through to do this and how they do this stuff. It's very neat. I watched about a half-hour show on how it's made and how it's done. So yeah, it's a very neat process and what they do and how they do it. Of course, this one is 2 mil. Not my favorite, but still, it's better than nothing. And last but not least, some biocancer ear piercing thrash from 2013. It's on actually Flogger Records out of Italy. And let's see, I believe this is I think it's Ed Repka did the cover, if I'm not mistaken. Of course, classic Ed Repkas. Looking for his signature, and nope. Actually, it's not Ed Repka, sorry. But here's the liner here. Biocancer. This one here is black wax vinyl here, black. So very cool, very cool stuff. Thrash at its finest. And but I've always had this on vinyl or vinyl. I've had it on CD. So I figured, why not get it on vinyl? Decent price, can't beat it. You know, sometimes you can get a decent price for these. Shadow Kingdom usually has pretty decent prices. You just got to pick a good time to go over there and buy it. All of his stuff is usually updated weekly. So check it out again. 5 mil outer sleeves. And anyway, that is it. That's all I have. And don't forget to check out Metal Uprising on Wednesday nights from 7 to 10:30 on SonicAsylumRadio.com. Tomorrow night, I have the band War Curse out of Cincinnati, Ohio. That's who you're listening to in the background. And I'll say, keep it loud, keep it heavy, keep it metal. I will see you next time on a metal video update. Take care, everybody.